Hello friends, and welcome to my live stream tonight. I'm so happy you're here with me. And if this is your first time, and I'm actually seeing a couple folks in the chat that I don't recognize, welcome. My name is Kelsey Cate, if we're just meeting, and welcome to my studio, which is in the process of getting into a beautiful butterfly. It's taken a while, and it's still, I have little fun things to try, but it's so fun to finally share more of it with you. Instead of drywall and random things on the wall and floor and whatever. So I'm so happy that you're here with me. And if you are new, it's always fun to share that we have friends. Whoops, sorry. I always touch my heart and I hit the mic. Without fail, I live streamed for over 1.5 years now, and I still do it. So we're live streaming to 4 different places. I have 2 different Facebook locations, and then Twitch and YouTube. So if you have a friend or family member that would like to join us tonight, I want to encourage you to share kelseyleemusic.com/live, and then they can join us, and all the links are on that one website page for them to grab, and the link to my e-tip is on there. Everything's on there, more of my stories. So that's a really great way to share this with someone that you love and that you would like to share this experience with us tonight. And you know, I promise I'm family friendly, and also I love to encourage kiddos if they're in the chat, and because I had pianists do that for me when I was younger. So if there are kids, let me know what their name is and I'll say hi to them, because that's always fun to do. So already, this is awesome. I see lots of great hellos, and I want to say hi to Kenji on Facebook, and Zach Laverne, welcome back to the States. Thank you so much. Good to see you. And Dan Albertini, Dan and Leanne, and my grandparents. Hello, over in Arizona. And I'm so glad that you like the studiogram. That's awesome. I do too. And hello, Albina. Love you, my dear. Might rest your eyes on the couch. Sounds good. Well, I won't do any super rambunctious stuff then for you. Just kidding. I never do rambunctious stuff here. And on Twitch, I see Rond Music. Hello. It looks like we are just meeting tonight, and thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. And of course, my wonderful parents on YouTube and my hubby. Oh, this is so great. Thank you all for being with me tonight. And I'll just type real quick the URL. And if you're on Facebook, a really easy way to share it is just to simply share it to your feed, and then you don't even have to worry about a link. But as I am realizing over time, fewer and fewer people want to be on Facebook. And so it's actually kind of fun to find different ways to share about the music that doesn't involve social media. So another way, if we're just meeting and you gotta go, but a great way to stay connected is to go to my website, and you can sign up for my newsletter as well. And I try to put one out about once a month or so. All right, enough yapping, more chatting. Chat music style. So let me know in the chat if you have a request that you'd like to hear me play. Otherwise, I am just gonna keep flowing because this feels really good tonight, and I'm feeling a lot of peace as I play, and I just want to share that with you. And we might have a cat join. We'll see. My orange kitty George is circling me like a shark. So if you see a little kitty jump on, that's George. Are you gonna jump on with me? Huh? Never know with this kid. Never know. Zach, thank you for that request for Oceans. I really love playing that too, and that's been a long time since I played it. That was a very good suggestion. Thank you all so much for sharing how much you're enjoying this evening, and I gotta say, you're making it for me. It really means a lot that you're all here. Thank you. And Rond Music on Twitch says very kindly that he loves the way that I seem to connect with music. And friend, really, it's so fun. And I see that you're also, I'm guessing you're a musician, Rond Music, so let me know in the chat what you play. But yes, being able to share music together is such a beautiful way to connect and to exude or to express emotion and thought is such a privilege to do, and it's often a way that I like to process or think through things. Sometimes, the old adage, when words fail, music speaks, which is true and also said a lot. It's one of the things that really can be therapeutic in beautiful ways where you don't know how to express. And so let me know in the chat if that's you as well, if you play an instrument, and if some ways, and I don't want to see in the chat anyone say, I don't play well. Don't tell me you don't play well. Because I actually really believe that even one chord, when expressed from the heart, is well played. Can I get a witness? Come on. RedZer12, hi, on Twitch. Thank you very much for your requests. And I actually don't have a whole lot of classical repertoire. I used to be classical in training, and I haven't actually practiced a lot of my songs in quite a long time. But you requested one by Saint-Saëns, and that was actually one of the last classical pieces I learned was a concerto, and my amazing teacher, Bonnie DeBoo, actually learned the orchestral reduction for this entire concerto, which took about 20 minutes to play. And now as an adult, that's quite a feat that she learned how to do that. And we performed it together, and that was the last time that I did most classical stuff. That was when I was 14 or 15, I think. Anyhow, so thank you for the requests. And there's a list of classical pieces that I get requested a lot, and I'd love to learn them. So stay around. Stick around, because I might end up putting some stuff in there eventually. And Grandmama, you're on Facebook and YouTube. I know, this is your chair. Everybody, this is why I try to keep a chair here, so you can picture yourself just near the piano. Oh, that's awesome. So you have YouTube on with your Apple TV, and you on your computer with Facebook. That's awesome. You're all immersed here. Thank you for listening. I'm glad the sound is good. And hello, Miss Tina. Love you, girl. On YouTube, great to see you. And Margie, hey, on Facebook. And Amelia, she said that song I just played, Oceans, speaks to her life. Oh, that's awesome. Praise God. That's what I want. And hello, Brooke. Hi. Brooke on Facebook said, my kiddos and I love listening to you play. They just started piano lessons last night. You guys, that's so exciting. How old are your kids, Brooke? Oh my goodness. And I'm not sure if we've met before. If we haven't, welcome to the stream, and I'd love to know how you found me. That's super cool. And hello to Pete and Amy's the podcast. Good to see you guys. Or wait, is it Jess? I'm having a brain fart. Sorry, I think it's Amy. It's the podcast. Good to see you. Greetings from Florida. And he said, thank you for the music. It does wonders for a frenetic soul. Frenetic. That's a nice word. This is remind me again, what was your title when you were a writer? You're a retired journalist, right, Pete? Just for fun, let us know where you used to write. And recently you also were involved in a project that you got to share about. We can chat about that later. Anyhow, and Whiskey, the Wonder Pup, is listening. That's awesome. Oh, yay. Cool. Well, and Ron Music, you say you're a singer-songwriter producing your own music. And so you play many instruments, including the piano, and started guitar. Awesome. That's cool. Well, I don't really play guitar, but I did write 2 songs first on the guitar when I was in high school, and then I put it to the piano when it was time to create my original album. And also, if you're new, feel free to check the album out. The music, if you look me up, Kelsey Lee Cate, you can find it, or kelseyleemusic.com. All the info's there. But I would love to play one of the songs that I wrote on guitar back in high school. This is called With You. Hi, Dylan. And Grayson and Addison. Hi, friends. Good to see you. Congratulations on starting piano lessons. and the pixie dust falls. Any other Disney fanatics in the chat? Let me know. I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not. Amy Sapodka. Yes, very good. Okay. Well, so glad you're here with me tonight. Oh, well, Dan Albertini, thank you for introducing Brooke and her kiddos to the chat. That is so fun. Really glad that you're here. Brooke, do you live in the Seattle area? And here's a fun little insert for an announcement. Next Friday, I'm going to be in person at the Bellevue Square Mall from 1 to 5 p.m. And so if you're in the area and you want to come say hi, I'm at the main Bellevue Square piano. That's on the same level as Nordstrom and Zara and all the main, it's like the main Bellevue Square hub. So I will be going live till 5, also live streaming starting at 3:30 Pacific time that afternoon. So if you are somewhere else in the world but would like to join in, I actually, I'm a performer there and it's a job. And so I have a mask and I'm in public and I put the phone to let's try this again. I put my phone to the right of the keys and then I put my little lapel mic I use here at home inside the piano and then I play for you. And so I show you around, I can give you a little tour of where I'm sitting, and I usually get to introduce you to one or two guests that come by the piano. So it's really fun, whether in person or also in the live stream. And I try to make it feel like you're with me there in person, so it's fun. And Pete works for the Pittsburgh Gazette, or used to. You're retired now. That's right. Oh, love it. Hi, Michelle. Yes, my repertoire list is at kelseyleemusic.com/live. If you go there, you'll be able to see, you just scroll down. I have a little personal note that I've kind of kept up there since the beginning of the pandemic. And I've customized it over time because I decided to stay and continue doing what I'm doing. So just go past that little letter and you'll see a repertoire list there, my dear. Oh, such fun. Thank you all for sharing your comments. I can see, and I'm loving to see all of the different thoughts that you're sharing in the chat. This is so fun. Makes me feel like you're with me here. Gosh. Pete, maybe someday we'll come and visit in Florida and we can do a house tour, house concert. Wouldn't that be fun? Cool. Okay. And Grandma, I'm glad you liked the key changes. You guys, in that key there, I started on A and then I played in B, which has a lot of sharps. And then I transposed to C and then D, then E major. So I was all over the place there, just for fun. And Brooke, you live in Maple Valley. Oh, how cool. And you're walking distance to where I play. Well, come say hi if you're around. I'd love to meet you, Brooke. That'd be fun. Cool. Cool. What should I play next? There's all these melodies in my head. Well, I suppose we're not quite out of winter yet. Let me know in the chat, have you seen the movie The Snowman? And I think this movie was originally somewhere in England. It was released. But this song I first heard from the Celtic Women years ago, and I loved it. It's very magical. You got a little combo there. You had the Edelweiss, which means sweet white flower or little white flower. And then, of course, you have to pop out favorite things because it's from the same movie and it's beautiful, Sound of Music. But isn't it fun to go from major to minor and then back to major again? It's so fun to stay in the same key. Oh my goodness, I love it. Yes. Love it, love it. Oh, this is fun. You guys, it's been kind of wavering a bit, but we got about 23 people hanging out between all the different, so you guys are quite a crowd here hanging out. This is fun. Oh, I see another new face, Mar de la Rosa. Hello on Facebook. Good to see you. Welcome. How did you hear about the live stream? And I see a new friend. Actually, hang on just a sec. I think we got a bot here. Gonna block this guy real quick. I don't know where bots come from, you guys, but they are odd creatures. Odd. Hi, Sarah on Facebook. Sarah Reynolds. Great to see you here. That's awesome. And I'm gonna block one more. Okay. If I don't block them, they end up putting a lot of spam, which we don't need. We don't need spam. Okay. And Margie on Facebook, who is a flautist, said, yep, an Edelweiss, you spelled it right. That's correct. That you used to play it in nursing homes on your flute, but you have not been able to due to COVID. Aw. Oh, I feel that, friend. Aw. I hope that you're able to go back and play soon. And that would be super fun to play together someday. I'd love that. Thank you, Ron to Music. I appreciate it. Hey, Zach, thank you. Zach Clute there on Facebook. Hello, hello. And Ginny, hi. Oh, Twinkle Little Star, Twinkle Twinkle. Dylan, would you like me to play that? I would love to play that for you, absolutely. Oh, Albina, thank you for inviting Mar. That's awesome. Well, Mar, I'm so glad you're here in the stream tonight. Are you in the Seattle area or are you from somewhere else? Oh, no, I got the translation, Mikiko. Yes, Twinkle, Twinkle Little Star. Actually, a fun little backstory for you is Edelweiss, which I just played. I've played at 10 Grands for about 2,000, or I guess more like 2,200 people that were in the auditorium there at Benaroya Hall back in 2017. And it was fun because in the middle of that verse, just like in the movie where they would start singing together, I invited everybody to start singing with me, and so they did. And we had about like 2,000 some people singing that, blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow. Anyway, it was very fun. Very fun. And okay, and then so also Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, the program for 10 Grands, sometimes each year at the very beginning of the show, they have one song that everybody riffs off of, and there's the 10 pianos on stage, and then each of the pianists has their own take on whatever the melody is. And we did Ode to Joy one year, but one year was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And then I did something kind of special with it where I also added something else into it. So Dylan, thanks for the suggestion. And I'm going to share with you guys exactly what I played that night. Aww. And Astomi, oh, sorry, I must have missed your comment. Sorry, there's a lot coming through here. Hi, good to see you. Now I can see your comments here. I see all of them together. And so there's Facebook and YouTube and Twitch all in the same place. Cool, okay. So here is a little medley for you. That was the deluxe version though, because I was only actually given 60 seconds for that entire thing. So I basically split it in half. But that was the extended version. Thank you for the request, Dylan. I appreciate it. That's so fun. And just like that, friends, we're 5 minutes till 8. That is crazy. Time flew by. And I'm going to go ahead and play one more for you. You're welcome, Dylan. And Makiko. So I'm going to play one more for you. And thank you so much for being with me tonight. And actually, there's some fun videos this last week that I created for a piano store in town, and I'll post them in my social media if you're curious, but I'm pretty proud of them actually. It took me the better part of 2 days to finish them, but if you remember last week, if you were here, we actually were at a piano studio, or piano store recording, and so I took you with me, and we actually did the performance, the live stream there on a beautiful Estonia piano. So if you're curious, you can take a look at the when I post the links. And I did a cover of Fields of Gold, Sting, and I did a cover of, oh, what was the second one? I just did a couple others as well. That's funny. I did a second one. You'll see it. See it posted. Anyhow, so thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight. And then if you want to hang out next Friday Pacific time around 1 o'clock, I'm going to start in person, and then I'll be going live around 3:30. God bless, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you so much for all of you who stayed till the end. And for those of you who stayed, I actually have a little surprise that I totally forgot to do earlier, and I'm going to do now. So I have a surprise for my friends, and particularly anybody that enjoys following different pianists. And I have a friend I want to introduce you to, and I just happen to also have a package from him that I'm going to open with you guys. I'm so excited. This just came. So if you guys have not heard of Michael Gettle yet, I highly encourage you go and check out his music. And he is a pianist who I grew up listening to, you guys, ever since I was little. And my parents always had his music playing. It's a lot of solo piano music, and then there's other instrumental music that he created as well. And we actually met over Facebook a couple years ago, and then I asked him to review my album, and he was so kind to do so, and we stayed connected. He started watching the live streams, and long story short, he invited me to do a collaboration with him on the first album that he has released in 20 years. And I hold in my hands, in fact, 2 copies. Oh, and I'm looking at this the very same time you are. 2 copies of his brand new CD called The View from Here. And this is too fun. His signature on my copy with David is, it says, "God is so good to bring us together." And this is what the CD looks like. Oh my goodness. So the back of it, and just for fun, let's see if I can point right to it. Here we go. Okay. And so on his song called Rise, he invited me to collaborate as a third hand on that song. And so I got to go to the recording studio, Bobby Lang's studio in Shoreline, and that was back in October. And I recorded with him. We got to meet finally for the first time. It was so fun. And I'm very excited about the results. So if you've not had a chance yet to hear his music, this whole album is released, and it is beautiful. Every single song is so unique, and you can stream it as well on Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, wherever you stream your music. So if you look up Michael Gettle, The View from Here, you'll be able to find it. And I would love to know what you think, and comment on his stuff on Facebook. Let him know I sent you there. That'll make him smile. And oh my gosh, Michael, you're here. That's so great. I just opened your CDs. They just came. That's awesome. Thank you so much, very, very much for this. And Bill and Sandy, I don't know if you're still here, but he also signed a copy especially for you guys. And I look forward to giving that to you guys the next time we see you. So with that, friends, God is so good. There's so many amazing stories that have happened, and I know so many more that are yet to happen. Thank you for joining me. I pray you're blessed, and I look forward to seeing you in a future live stream. Good night.